What is up, everybody? It's your boy Herf here, back on the Duel Entertainment channel, and today we're actually going to be doing, well, we actually got a new event today, which was the Turbo Duel Grand Prix. And so, as you guys know, whenever we get one of these PvE events, I always like to go through and just review it for you guys, let you guys know if it's worth farming. And so, actually, I feel pretty decent about this event. So the way the event is structured, it is a PvP event. So you match make with other people in your like skill bracket essentially, which I mean, it's whatever. I mean, none of the skill brackets are all that hard, but ultimately, I mean, it's a little bit annoying to have it. When you're at the top, everybody playing 100% meta all the time is a bit annoying. But I see like they don't want people that just got the game to match against people like me. Um, but it is what it is. However, this event actually has a lot of really good gems. So if we start with just like the gem breakdown, this event, let's see here, grade up rewards. So let's see here. So to get just like the first stages, you get like 30 gems, 50 gems, 40 gems, 40, and then you get 80 once you get into elite. So there's a lot of really good gems in here, including the daily 50 gems you get for dueling 3 times, which is huge. I mean, you get some okay card sleeves in that. I mean, the matte card sleeves are like okay. It's like the Akiza bike, so maybe if you simp for Akiza, you really want these or something. I mean, they're not bad mats by any means. Then you get the simp icon, beautiful. But yeah, lots of good gems. You get skill chips as well if you're looking for a skill. So ultimately, regarding those rewards just by themselves, it's a pretty good event, pretty good gem put up. Now, now comes the part that I'm often the most critical of, which is the actual cards that we get. And so most of these cards aren't new. I'm going to start at the bottom. You have keys that you can get from the lottery. You have a bunch of coins. You have some gems, which is okay. You get the EX jewels, other jewels. You get some vanillas that are pretty bad. Dark Coffin is a reprint. It's kind of bad. Different Dimension Capsule, which is bad in a reprint. Vanilla reprint. Gladiator Beast Rediari, which is a reprint. Predictive Soul reprint. Sniffus! Sniffus is in Duel Links, guys. Once returned, you contribute 1 plant type monster, select and destroy 1 face-up card your opponent controls. When a plant type monster on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from the graveyard. If you do, remove this card from play when it's removed from the field. Ultimately, I mean, it's not bad, definitely. I mean, it's a decent plant card. Immutable Fighter, Lele. It's not good. It's just not good. Archfiend Interceptor. One of the new cards that we get that was errated to 250 damage. While you control this face-up attack position card, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, inflict 250 damage to your opponent. So ultimately, not good. I mean, I'll just, I mean, just really not good. I mean, he only has 1400 attack. He's not that hard to kill. Only does 250 damage, so it's hardly ever going to be relevant. So overall, it sucks. Just not good. Another super rare we got, that's a reprint. Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card can only be special summoned by controlling 3 or more face-up continuous spell cards. When this card attacks, it inflicts inflicts battle damage to your opponent. Your opponent can select and sends 1 card from their hand to the graveyard, and you draw 1 card. During your standby phase, if this card is in your graveyard and was sent there from the field, you can send 1 face-up continuous spell card you control to the graveyard to special summon this card from the graveyard. I mean, it's not the worst card I've ever read, but it's not a part of an archetype, so it'll always just be like random, like, okay, your point. I mean, it's nice being able to rip a card from your opponent's hand and draw 1. So if we ever get like a deck that loves to have continuous spell cards, maybe you just tech one of these guys in. I mean, not gonna lie, I mean, you get to rip an opponent's card as well as draw a card, and it will special summon itself back from the grave. So ultimately, it's really not that bad if you think about it, if you can play it. But most of the time, we're not gonna be able to play it, so it's just kind of meh. Malefic Red Eyes cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by banishing one Red Eyes Black Dragon from your deck. There can only be one Malefic monster on the field. The other monsters you control cannot declare an attack. So this card is garbage. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's special summoned from the hand, which is cool, but it's garbage because it's the only card. A, it's the only card on your field that can declare an attack. B, you need to have a field spell, and C, you can only special summon one. You can only have one face-up Malefic monster on the field. So all of those things make this a doo-doo card because the goal of like Yu-Gi-Oh is to kill your opponent, and that's kind of hard when there's only one monster on your field that can attack, and the rest of your field is like bad. So I don't know why you'd ever play this card. Okay, the new ultra rare that we got, Dragon Knight Draco Akista. So I probably pronounced it wrong, but let's call him Dragon Knight Draco because like Aquista, Akista, Aquisti. I don't know, honestly. But its summoning requirements are one dragon type synchro monster and one warrior type monster. Must first be fusion summoned once per turn. You can target one dragon type synchro monster in the graveyard, banish it, and if you do until the end phase, this card's name becomes that monster's and replaces effect with that monster's original effects. While this card's in attack position, your opponent takes any effect damage you would have taken from their card effects instead. So ultimately, alright, hear me out. This card is not bad. And I'll tell you why. Because we have something called super polymerization. Granted, it's only in a skill right now. However, whenever we get something that's like one Dragon Synchro plus a warrior, something that's like that generic, you always want to have at least one of it. Because if we ever get the opportunity to proc Super Poly more often, or we get Super Poly as a card, stuff like that, this stuff really matters. Because let's say I'm like a Draginity player, right? All of my stuff is Dragon type synchros. So if my opponent is playing heroes, I can super poly my Ascalon off to get their Anki or something like that. And then I'm able to remove their Anki, or let's say remove their plasma, something like that, and then I still get my Ascalon effect because I just banished my Ascalon and then this becomes the new Ascalon. So if so that's a big if, but if Super Poly ever emerges as a playable card in Duel Links, anytime we get generic fusions, you always want to have at least one of them just in case. So I definitely would recommend going into the event, getting one of this card as just in case. I mean, like it's not going to be playable for a while, but it's always good to have one just in case. And the rest of the cards are absolute dog doo doo, so don't need to worry about that. So overall, the event is okay. Like the format is kind of meh because like I don't know, people are they don't want to have fun, and I don't know, I really don't like how it like has the track going in the background because it like just kind of messes with my eyes. It's kind of like I don't really want this here. You should be able to turn that off, but oh well. But you get a decent amount of gems. You get a decent card reward. Overall, pretty decent. I've been playing Synchron Warriors through the event, just having a lot of fun with that, as well as what's the other deck I was playing? Fortune Ladies, decent. I mean, decent deck. I mean, there's nothing meta, but it's pretty fun to play. So I might not win all of them, but they're really fun. Anyways, thanks for checking out the Duel Links Entertainment channel. Hope you found this informative. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video while you're here. Hit the notification bell so you know when we upload. And then from here, you should actually check out our Twitch. Follow and subscribe there. We host a bunch of tournaments, and it's really, really fun to watch. We have great casters, great content coming out of there practically every single day, as well as make sure you get in our Discord so you know when we go live, as well as you can actually get our Smash GG links from there so you can get in the tournaments that happen almost every single day now. Because you guys have been so generous with your support, we're actually able to hold more and more tournaments every single week, all with $10 cash prizes, all free to enter, absolutely zero pay barrier. So, I mean, really, it's on you if you're not getting practice, because we're giving you a great free way to practice, maybe earn some money. But thank you so much for checking out the video. I'll see you guys next time, and I'll see you later.